Hi, Collective. Welcome to my channel. I am Lynette. Um, most people know me as Luna. Um, Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. So I did a reading a little earlier, right, for this Aquarius supermoon, and it turned into a love reading, right? An apparent twin flame read, actually. I don't know why that keeps happening. Maybe the collective is all about this twin flame ascension right now. But anyway, the thing that struck me was that there were no cups on the table, right? It was, except for the Four of Cups, this offer. But the rest were all swords, pentacles, and I think there were, a couple wands, but I think the Page of Wands was there, if I remember correctly. But anyway, so there was the Three of Swords in the middle. And being that there was no real love on the table in the energy anyway, other than, like I said, an oracle or two, I started to wonder about that Three of Swords. Is that past? Is that current? Is it happening right now? So I jumped into my golf cart and I took a ride out on the trails, spent some time in nature to meditate and pray, ground myself, and see if I got any more messages about that. And so now we're back, and we're going to pull on that energy when we see what it's all about, right? Because there's so much intense stuff going on right now that the more we know, the better armed we are to proceed towards our best selves, right? That's what we're here for. So, Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him. We humbly pray and do thou, O Prince of the Heavenly Host, by the power of God, thrust into hell Satan and all evil spirits who wander the earth for the ruin of souls. We'll get the first oracle card, and then we'll get on with maybe some other oracles just to get an idea, and then we'll jump right into the tarot. A message for the collective, please, Archangel Michael. What do we need to know? What does the collective need to know for this Aquarius supermoon, please? And that Three of Swords from the last reading, please. What's that all about? What do we need to know about that Three of Swords, please? And this Aquarius supermoon to help us to reach our highest and best good and potential in this lifetime, in this body, on this journey we call life, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, so it's dark now, and I'm still out my tent. It gets a little spooky at night, if I do say so myself, especially when the bugs start flying around the, the windows from the light, right? Some of these bugs are big ass bugs, right? Can I get a message, please, St. Michael? A message, please. A message, please, for the collective. We'll get a prayer and meditation. Oh, right, so that we always have something to go back to if we find ourselves in this situation, because again, time is fluid, or if we just want to pick me up, and the Archangel Michael is always there for us, right? Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Of course it is. You already know that, right? That's what it's all about. Your inner guide, your intuition, right? Your inner guidance, your spirit, your soul. You know, everybody's always trying to tell us what we should think, what we should eat, how we should act, what we should say. Where's that got in the world, right? So trust your inner guidance, because it's real and it's trustworthy. So the prayer is, please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way. So important. So your wisdom can come streaming through me. for my own benefit and for those around me. And so it's again about the intentions that we set and the intentions that we have for the things that we do. If we're coming from a place of love, even if we fuck up, it's going to happen, right? We're going to fuck up. It's life. But if you're coming from a pure place, you know what? It's okay. Say I'm sorry and move on, right? This is how we learn. Trial and error. But that's different than if we deliberately, with malice of forethought, do something. It's not a mistake, that's a choice, and that's a different story. And there's always going to be that shadow side, right? Let's try to convince you that your intuition is wrong, or try to steer you in the wrong direction because you know your intuition is right? So then I'll make excuses. And when I say they, I mean you, your own shadow self, right? Always making excuses for why things are the way they are, why people act the way they act. And when people show you who they are, believe them, right? Because right now, this year, 2022, right? People are going to start telling on themselves. Don't think they're not. Pay attention to what people say, because they are going to tell on themselves. Okay, so we have your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Is there any other messages for the collective? St. Michael. I was going to only pull one for this read, but I don't know, I'm feeling like maybe another one wants to come through, right? We need another message. Do we have another message? Archangel Michael, is there any other messages for the collective for this read? We're trying to get to the bottom of that Three of Swords, right? So again, your inner guidance is real and trustworthy, so you already know what this is about and who this is about. If you're wondering if something happened or if it didn't happen, it happened. If you think that it did, right? Ooh. Eternal love. Help me perceive all of the love that surrounds me so that I can feel safe, receiving, expressing, and giving love. Okay, so of course that's beautiful, right? And that goes right, that falls right in with the Three of Swords, because that was a painful experience. Right? Something terrible happened, right? It was a huge betrayal. Because somebody was operating out of their shadow selves, right? They weren't following the divine, they were following their lower nature. And that happens. So if this is you, then understand that that's okay. And like I said, you know, just ask for forgiveness. You'll be forgiven. Just don't keep repeating it, right? Don't do it again. Once you know it's the wrong thing to do, then you don't do it again. But if you do, I mean, you repent again, right? Until eventually, because it's progress, not perfection, right? Nothing happens overnight. You can't just change everything overnight, right? So be patient with yourself. Know that you are so deserving of love. You're already loved, right? Look at this angel hugging this person, I mean, and they always are. Your guardian angel is always with you, hugging you, right? Always. And at some point, I think that we're going to reach a level on this planet where more of us than less of us will be able to feel that and talk to them, you know? But they've been with you from birth. They're going to be with you. You have that silver cord that connects you with your divine self. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy, and you have eternal love. You are deserving of eternal love. You're probably scared of love. You've been hurt so many times before, you're not even sure what real love is, right? And it's love of self, love of neighbor. You know, family and friends, and as well as whoever your partner may be, right? And maybe energy healing work. Okay, so thank you for sending healing energy to me and through me, for my own blessings and for all those around me. Thank you for connecting me to loving and high integrity healers and teachers of energy healing modalities. I mean, so again, trust your inner guidance, understand that it's real and it's true. You are worthy and deserving of eternal love. You are eternal love. You have eternal love. And so let yourself receive the eternal love. And finally, do your energy healing work, you know. Make sure you keep your chakras open and clear, clean, right? You could download some chakra meditations on YouTube. And just clear out your energy, like I was saying on my other video, I think. Maybe I didn't upload that one. It takes a long time to upload videos, in the words, with no internet. Some of them aren't taking, some of them are. I don't know which is which. But anyway, yeah, like dance, right? Just move the energy around. Just move the energy around. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Right? Like we do with the cards. Okay, I'm going to keep those out. God is in charge at the bottom of the deck. We all know that already, right? And again, I mean, similar cards came out in the last reading. Not the exact same ones, but similar. Dear God, please help me let go of the situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love, in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. Yeah, because we all know from the last reading that there's a situation brewing. Because there were so many swords, I don't know if it actually happened yet, or it's happening. It's because there's so much of it is air, right? In the thought realm. I mean, there was a lot of ambiguity, but it's coming together, right? So we don't have anything to worry about. God is in charge. So even if you were hurt, if somebody betrayed you, or you betrayed somebody else, give it to God, and it'll all work out for your highest good and for theirs. And that's the most important thing, that everybody's highest good is the ultimate goal, even though it may be painful to get there sometimes, right? Always in the end, I mean, just think about how many, I mean, I'm older, so I'm more than I care to admit. But think about back when you were, younger and you had a boyfriend that you just could not, or a girlfriend, sorry, that you just could not ever picture your life without. And it was like the end of the world when they broke up with you, right? You couldn't even ever see anything good in your life ever again. And it was almost like torture. And then you look back 30 years later and you're like, wait, you can't even remember who you dated, right? For the most part. Except for a couple, maybe. Of course, you never forget your first, right? Wait, what did I don't even know where that came from, and I don't remember words. Sometimes when I'm channeling and I just start talking, it's like automatic writing almost, And then I can't remember what I said or why I said it. So whatever I just said, you heard it, I said it. So now, I have no idea what I just said. I don't know how I got on the topic of like high school boyfriends. Okay, so may those who love you be secure. And I think that we got in the last reading that your loved ones and you are safe and secure. So yeah, your loved ones are safe and secure. No matter what is going on, no matter what happens, no matter what people threaten. I mean, you could be in a situation where you're going through a separation or a divorce, let's say, and you could be, being threatened with, I'm going to take your children, or I'm going to, do this, that, or the other thing, because that is usually the way that goes, right? If it was a Three of Swords situation, that could very well be. Maybe somebody cheated. We don't know yet, but I'm just saying that if anybody is threatening you in any way to take anything from you, or those you love, understand that they are safe and secure. Trust your inner guidance. Heal yourself and know that you are walking in eternal love. And when you walk in love, nothing can hurt you. Everything returns to sender. tenfold when you walk in love. Don't let it get you to the place where you want to, lash out in anger. That will only hurt you. Won't solve anything. But somebody is trying to get away with something. And again, we're working on figuring out this Three of Swords energy. So, of course, somebody is trying to get away with something. They betrayed you and they don't want you to know. Or maybe they don't want you to know the extent of the betrayal. That could be too, right? Well, toodles. So either this Three of Swords took place in the past and your person ghosted them, or you are about to leave your person because you're finding out about this betrayal, or because they're trying to get away with something, right? Or your person is trying to get away with ghosting you to go after someone else, which is going to be the betrayal that you find out about. So they might be like strategizing how to get out of the relationship with you to go towards somebody else. Or they left somebody else and they want to continue with you and they're trying to get away with whatever they did, right? But either way, it doesn't matter because you and those you love are safe. And you know the truth already. So even if somebody did betray you or stab you in the back or in the heart, as the case may be, you know that you are worthy of love. God is in charge. The truth is coming out. See the sword? St. Michael's sword? I mean, that's the sword of truth, right? So, but whatever it was just about sex. Yeah, so it was definitely an affair. Some type of an affair. So if you're in a relationship and you're wondering if your partner has sneaky links or had them, they did. But it's just about sex. And it's either over now and they're trying to get away with it, or they're getting ready to go towards these sneaky links because they want the sex, but they don't want you to know. But we do rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus. And that's all you need to do. Right? Satan has no power. None of this fuck shit has any power over you because God is in charge. And when God is in charge, nothing can touch you. Sandman is involved. I don't know why this is making me think of Sandman, a Metallica song. I think there's a song from Metallica, Sandman or something. I'm not a rock and roll chick. I'm more disco, oldies, but yeah, I want to say something about a song, the Sandman, or it could be at a beach. You could like the sand. He could like the sand. I don't know what this is yet. Yeah, this involves a marriage. The Three of Swords in a marriage. Okay, no, we got that. And all the roaches are scattering now, right? This is the truth has been revealed. The roaches are scattering. They're talking all about it, right? And trying to figure out how to get out of it now because so many more people were involved, as we saw in the last reading, in keeping the secret. People that should have been having your back, right? Oh, it's a shame. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the trolls. So they're watching you. They're wondering how much you know, right? Because, well, you're in a in a guidance. You're very intuitive, right? they just aren't sure how intuitive. Not sure how much, you know. I think they suspect you might know something. I've gotten that they thought you were a fool, but they are being exposed as the fools after all, right? Do not allow the opinions of others to confuse your situation. They make bad choices. They're hope haters. You don't need to listen to anybody like that, right? Okay, so these are like a bunch of Norwegians, right? All about, well, I'm not going to say that. It's a sausage vegetable up in this bitch. Hey, whatever, to each his own, I don't care. But remember, if you were hurt, collective, somebody really betrayed you, that tears are the gold of the heart and soul. And you're going to be okay. In fact, you're going to be better than okay. Because in the last reading, we got the 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, right? And I think the 10 of Pentacles showed up twice, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. Maybe dealing with some hateful karmic family members or friends that you considered family. And they gossip about you too much and they lie. But you have angel protection. You either are in a happy relationship or one is headed towards you. These people just want to see you in poverty, but again, that last reading was full of pentacles, right? So you're good. All right. So now we're getting to the bottom of this. There's a betrayal in a marriage. There's a bunch of people involved. Through energy healing work, you have gotten through it or you will. Trust your inner guidance. Grow your intuition. Understand that you are worthy of love. You have love. You are eternal love. And you may have your twin flame coming in for you, who is the other half of you, and they will understand you like nobody else, right? And you're going to accomplish great things in the world if that happens, because it doesn't happen in everybody's lifetime, but when it does happen, make a hell of a difference in the world together, right, collective? All right, so here are these. Let's jump into the tarot. Get the whoobahas, the where's, the who's, the what's, the why's, the when's, and the how's, right? Well, I'm so sorry that this turned into this, because I always try to be as positive as I can in my readings, right? But I guess when you're going after information about a 3 of Swords, you have to expect the fuck shit. I mean, I can't control what comes up in my readings, but that last reading, it was just too much swords going on there, you know? That's because so much is coming out right now with this Aquarius supermoon. I mean, remember, these lunations last for, they stretch out over a very great period of time. So we are moving from one full moon cycle to the next full moon cycle as we go through the zodiac. And so it's touching on all of our stuff, right, this year? It's touching on all of our stuff. But the true hearts will be accorded the true way. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be a fight. I mean, it's not always going to be easy, don't get me wrong, but oh, who didn't see that coming? But when you know your purpose and you know the plan, or at least you have a pretty good idea of it, right? Nothing could shake you. You sit on that throne like the king or queen that you are, and you are immovable. Because you know that you have all the powers that be above you, beside you, behind you, and before you. Right? The hermit knows that. The hermit has to go inside to figure that out. Maybe has to tuck themselves away a little bit sometimes. And you know, I mean, for myself, I had to come out here to the woods, right? Literally walk away from everything in my life. But not everybody can do that. And so you need to find a space in your area that you can call your own, where you can just pray and meditate and think and just be alone with yourself, whether that be a spare room, whether that be a closet, whether that be a little spot outside in your yard. I mean, it doesn't matter. You know, it could just be like a little table in a corner of your dining room or whatever. That's just yours, where you have time to spend with your higher power, whatever that is to you, and connect with your spirit, your own spirit, right? So important. Because once you do, then you build this intuition and you know what's going on, right? And you don't worry about it so much. I think it's the fear of the unknown, really, that is, fear is the lack of faith, right? And fear is the worst thing. It's the worst thing. It drives us into, well, wars, right? Wars, and makes us fuck up our kids, you know, because we don't know any better in many ways. You know, we're scared of this or that, and then, you know, that's a whole horse of another color, but just look at the country and the world. And of course, the more we're scared of something, the more we magnetize it to us, right? Ugh, it's just like an endless clusterfuck at that point. Till we hop off of that Ferris wheel, when we go within, look to the stars for answers, and by the stars I mean, you know, divine, most high. This also could mean that there's people watching you, collective, like really watching you, right? What's collective doing? What are they up to now, right? That could be too, or we could be dealing with a Virgo. And then we have the Strength card, Leo. So these are two major arcana cards that have come out, or the first two out of the throw, right? And of course, I've already prayed and meditated over the cards. I shuffle them off the screen so that I don't have to take up so much time, because these videos seem to take a lot of time. And the longer they are, then the longer it takes to upload them. Like I said, I have no internet out here in this tent, so it takes all night to upload one video. But anyway, I digress. So you have Leo here, and you have Virgo. But it's strength, right? And here's the funny thing, though. Who is taming the lion in the Strength card? But Virgo, right? But now, is she trying to hold his mouth closed? Or is she trying to rip his jaws open? Now, I'm not saying that it's a Virgo, and I'm not saying that it's a Leo. I'm just saying those are the energies that are showing up. And, of course, Leo, we're in Leo, right? The sun's in Leo right now. And the Hermit is us going within, which is what we need to do to find the truth, which is coming out, because God's in charge and He's bringing it out. But He didn't want to bring it out maybe at a time before you went within, because maybe you didn't have the strength, right? You need to go inside to get the strength to be able to handle these truths that are coming out and all of the shit that's going on in your environment over this Three of Swords that involve more than 3 people, many, many more. I mean, and everything that they've been saying about you, all the drama, all the rumors, it's just turning them to stone. Look at them. Your strength is turning them into stone. What was that story in the Bible? Sodom and Gomorrah. This does not surprise me. Yeah, so all these people in the background that are doing whatever they're doing, all the fuck shit to excess, drinking, doing drugs, maybe, certainly, all up in your beeswax. They're just stuck in place like stone statues. I don't even know what holding on to. Huh? Their balls, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Let's clarify the strength in the hermit, please. Clarify the strength in the hermit. Now, the hermit does have a... Oh, I just noticed this, guys. That snake that's coming to the hermit. That black snake is now showing up on the strength card. Transmuted to a whole nother snake, right? So the black snakes are harmless, right? I've seen a few myself since I've been here. One of them stood straight up like a python, and there wasn't anything or anybody near it. I took a photograph of it from inside of my trailer. I mean, I wasn't anywhere near it, nothing was near it, and the thing was just... As soon as I went over to the window to snap a photo, the thing stood up literally like a cobra. Yeah, I posted that on my Facebook. But anyway, yeah, so you got the black snake, and now you have this snake. Now this snake, we know the black snake is innocent and harmless, right? Eats the bugs, small creatures or whatever. Now this snake is a lot prettier. And they say that the pretty snakes, the colorful snakes, are the poisonous snakes, right? So this Leo, you know, initially I want to say that this Leo came out because we're in Leo season. But this Leo actually might be the third party in that Three of Swords, right? Because she turned this masculine I mean, his life upside down. See, there's a dragon, which almost looks like the Pegasus from the previous reading, right? Okay, and now we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah. King of Pentacles came out last time, too. Oh my gosh, and the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. Okay. These are very, very similar to the cards that came out. Well, the Strength and the Hermit I don't think came out. The King of Pentacles and the Emperor did. So, of course, we would expect to see them, right? Let me shuffle. I'm just going to make sure. You guys know that I shuffled these cards because, believe me when I tell you, I shuffle them really good. I'm even going to look at those. I mean, but it's just hard because of the space that I have here to do all of this on camera, right? So, you're going to have to take my word for it. I mean, you don't have to. But, I mean, if you don't believe me, then I wouldn't watch me, right? Because literally do not lend your energy into anything that you don't feel is upright. Especially right now. Okay, so let's get back to this. We have the Hermit, we have Strength, and we have the King of Pentacles. The Emperor fell right out. The Emperor may be watching you to see if you know about this. Yeah. Okay, so the Four of Wands came out in the last read on the upright. This one, it came in the reverse. I don't normally read the reversals. But in this case, I'm taking it because it is obviously about this Three of Swords, because the marriage card popped out. Look, I didn't even have to search for it. I split the deck and it's right there. We know that this was probably an extramarital affair. And so someone's watching, probably this Leo. Doesn't have to be. But this King of Pentacles, you know, they thought that this was going to be their ticket. Maybe they can get everything you have. Someone? I'm masculine. While this Emperor slowly works his way back towards you, trying to get back the happily ever after that they once had before they literally got bitten by the poison snake underneath this feminine's dress, right? I mean, the snake tempted Adam and Eve in the garden, and the snake tempted this Emperor. In his garden, right? King of Pentacles. They really thought they were going to get it. I mean, you know, again, the Emperor is Big Daddy, you know, take care of everybody and everything. You know, you don't never want for anything when you're with the Emperor, do you? But nobody's good enough for the Emperor except for the Empress. And that's just a fact. So anybody that tries to go after an Emperor and is not on that level is not going to be able to hold on to him. 2 more cards flew out. Okay, and here we have it. Absolutely, 100%. Right? 7 of Cups. Put you in competition. Many, many options. All kinds of things. Didn't know what to do. What do I pick? What do I pick? This is the Emperor. Look at the robe. It's red. But look how young and immature he is acting. Right? So he got bit by the poison snake. Maybe he was involved in some, I don't know, fuck shit himself, right? So addictive behaviors, let's say, right? And got caught off guard. Never had all these options maybe before. Maybe his marriage was not what he had hoped it to be at that time, right? Yeah, and there you have the angels. If you look down at the bottom of the deck on the right and on the left of this Emperor saying, what the fuck? One is saying, go ahead and do it, and the other is saying, is covering her eyes and saying, oh, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, it's going to ruin your life, right? Oh, there, says the Queen of Wands. You fucked up. You fucked up. People fuck up, you know, it happens. The Queen of Wands is understanding. She's understanding. She's patting your head. It's okay that you fucked me over. It's okay that you stabbed me in the back. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know. Whose hand is that, I wonder? Holding on to the Queen of Wands behind the basket. Behind the basket of plenty, because even though the Queen of Wands is comforting, oh, that's what she does, right? This person, this young, stupid Emperor, and I don't mean young in age, I mean young in mind and in behavior, right? But here we have the Two of Cups again, right? The Two of Cups coming out again. Maybe that's this hand coming in to offer. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, love. See the healing energy coming in. Here we have Sekhmet again. I don't know if you remember from my last video. Sekhmet. She was a goddess that was worshipped in ancient Egypt, right? I think as one of the eyes of Ra. And she was a twin sister of Bastet. Now, Bastet was the rising sun, the cooler of the sun, and Sekhmet was the hot heat of the sun. Bastet drinks milk. Sekhmet drinks blood. And as she was going around avenging the fuck shit that was going on in the world at that time, by the direction of Ra, she started, you know, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, finally, Ra had to mix beer with the blood so that she would drink the blood, which is what she drank, get drunk and incapacitated so she would stop killing. So maybe somebody was putting something in these cups for this emperor that got him into that kind of behavior, right? Here, keep drinking this. Here, keep drinking that, right? Until they just couldn't think straight anymore, and all they were seeing was options and not remembering that the best option that they ever had in their entire life is in this cup right up here, but they kept that covered up, right? They kept that cup covered up. Don't want anybody to see that cup. That cup shines too bright for this fuck shit. And that, my friends, is the truth. And your new beginnings. So in this scenario, my friends, you are the Queen of Wands, right? You're passionate. You have willpower up the ass, right? It's fire energy, but it's not the fire of Sekhmet. It's the fire of the Holy Spirit. It gives you the compassion and the empathy to be able to understand that, okay, well, this was done. I don't live there anymore. That was the past. But I'm not playing with you either anymore. And I don't know who that is coming in on that white horse. If that's someone different. If that's this person with the hand. Or if that's this person wanting to try again and get into good graces. Doesn't look like that's going to work out. And oh my God, there it is. The whole reason for this read. King of Swords is back. Turning his back on all the fuck shit. Coming towards you, collective. It's divinely ordained, because we already know from the last reading it's a twin flame, and people are all kinds of up in their heads about it, trying to stop it, talking about it, gossiping about it, while they're out partying and drinking, acting like there's something wrong with you, right? And there's the pumpkins. Oh, I can get into a whole story about pumpkins, but I won't right now, not in this video. Okay, and then we have the Ten of Swords. So it's over. It's a hard ending. See that witch in the back? Well, she's the one that put all the swords in this person's back. It wasn't you. Some black witch, but she's not her. Although she may have helped her. See if the clouds match up. Yeah, they do. This is all these people that were involved in this new business. Right, collective? All these people. But see them? they're all dispersing now. It was none of their business to begin with. They went after an innocent, and now they're getting their karma. You may have had 3 swords, but they're getting 10. And you're getting a whole new beginning. This Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he's also the most stable. And we already had the King of Pentacles, I believe, on the table. So, yeah, there's the story. And here we have this cheater, probably, still trying to offer you this fishy cup. Breadcrumbing you. Doing just enough to keep you stuck. But you see, you're seeing things from a different perspective. You don't want the fish in this cup. You want your happily ever after. And the divine is coming in to bring it to you. Because you've had to be in your Queen of Swords energy, right? Oh, I'm so sorry, Collective. It's a lot. But you're strong, and truth is coming. Here we have the moon and the sun together. Male and female. Divine masculine, divine feminine. All of the energies of the universe coming together to bring you your happily ever after, Collective. Because you're doing the work, right? You're doing the healing. I mean, is there really anything more I need to say about that 3 of Swords? It's done. It's over. It was in the past. Although the ramifications and the consequences from it may still be lingering in your energy and causing the manifestations that are about to arrive. I know all these people that thought they got away with something are going to realize very soon, Collective, they got away with nothing. Oh, it's too bad. I mean, you have to laugh because otherwise you cry. Right? It's sad. It's freaking sad what people will do. And you know what? I mean, shit happens. Like I said, it happens all the time. But be honest. If you can't be honest, then you really shouldn't be playing around. That just shows complete immaturity. That's why you have so many pages. You just can't be honest. They don't know how. They're scared of you. But what are they scared of? Well, it's not losing your love because there was no love on the table, right? They're scared of losing maybe your pentacles, right? Oh, sure, it's a marriage. Well, what will happen if you walk away from a marriage? This person is going to lose some pentacles, maybe, right? Maybe they're scared you're going to take all their money. So they keep breadcrumbing you, stringing you along until they can figure out what they are going to do to keep you stuck. Yeah, you're dealing with a side piece. That doesn't have to be an actual marriage. It just could be a long-term relationship, right? Can't take things so literally. But there is, you know, this person in a relationship flirting with other people, secretly hooking up with them. Like the Sandman again. They're paranoid that you know, and that came up last time. Maybe paranoid because they think you're going to take all their money. Maybe you will. I don't know. Who are you? I don't know. Maybe they ghosted you. Maybe you ghosted them. Maybe they ghosted the third party. I don't know. No, they didn't ghost you because it's about a marriage, right? And they're still in it because they're trying to hide stuff. So they ghosted the other person. And maybe that is why the other person is trying to open the mouth of that lion and turning into stone. You have a time coming out again. And I mean, this is like, again, I think that everything comes out in divine timing, right? Sometimes we're not ready to hear stuff, and we have to be prepared so that we don't do something that will come back and bite us in the ass, right? Because the divine doesn't want that for us. You can't get everything at once. Surprise. Yeah, maybe some type of unexpected change. Or somebody might show up and just show up on your doorstep and surprise you, right? Again, this came up, I think, last time too. Trying to negotiate terms of, like begging for forgiveness, maybe. But it's backstabbing that they did to you. That's it. I mean, the reading is over. Ooh, they may be going on dating sites and hooking up online too. Maybe that's the way they, maybe, maybe that's what they're doing. Collective. Maybe they're going online to dating sites and hooking up with, like, people that way. If you're wondering, well, my person never leaves my side, how is it that they could be doing this? Well, maybe that's the way they're doing it. Yeah. But they're still holding on to you, clinging on to you, not wanting you to live your best life while they're living theirs, right? Because they're controlling, or they're trying to either control you or the situation or the narrative. All right, I think that we've learned all we need to about this situation, right? Three of Swords. And so, you guys are good, though. Yeah, you're always good. Because there's always something better waiting for you. Now, either that will be this relationship that you'll come through stronger than before, or something better is coming for you, right? Either way, you're good. God's in charge. Trust your inner guidance. Know that you are worthy, and you have eternal love, one way or the other, my friends. So that's all I have for you now. See you next time.